The hangout is on air live. Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of the Night Owl.
Hi.
Tonight,
How you doing?
tonight, in the end, does it really matter? And I know we were just discussing BB King just dying
I thought that was Linkin
80
Park.
at 89 years old.
Yeah.
So isn't it amazing though that why do we get shocked when someone dies even at 89?
Because of his presence. I mean, I just watched a video a couple weeks ago of where he had all these different. He had Eric Clapton up there. He had these guitarists, and there's one dude that was up there. I don't know his name. He was a white guy, blonde hair, and dude, he was just going off. He was going crazy. BB King's eyes just like fucking blew up. You know what I mean? And he's like, that was the best thing I ever heard. And that guy just started like bawling on stage. You know what I mean? So just that guy's presence and what he done and what he brought out and what we remember from him, I think that really kind of like strikes a deep chord in ourselves on what we like.
Well, I mean BB King. Actually, if he didn't go live, I was about to offer some BB King music, but we're live now. I can't do that.
Maybe later.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause sad, very sad.
Well, the thing is,
Now, some of us are here a little bit older. Do you find I'm finding that as I get older and more people that I know die, I almost feel a desensitivity to it, in this because I don't know, I'm accepting that it's part of life, you know.
Because you think it's because you're closer to that point where it might be. Unfortunately, I think the same way. You know, I'm 40. I'm not in very good health. I have a heart problem. But is it that part of you that says, hey, these guys are dying off, and I'm just as vulnerable as them.
well,
Yeah, every time someone does die, I mean, it is a reminder to me of my mortality,
Right.
for sure.
Well,
And
for
that
me-
I should take, just treat every day is, precious. Every moment,
Right.
something can happen just like that. You don't know.
for me, it's when I find out somebody who's 50, 60, that sort of ish years old, when they die, I sort of get a little cringe.
A little
But-
closer to home.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
close because I'm going to be 56, right?
Yeah.
On the other hand, it's kind of weird when it's family. It's like my father's 90 years old, right? I know it's coming. I mean, it's inevitable.
Hmm.
But it's like it's a staple thing. It's like you don't. It's never going to happen. You know what I mean? It's like teenagers. They're invincible. It's like that.
Right. Right.
Only
Yeah,
I'm not-
Patrick, you probably definitely feel this way, especially your parents a little bit older. My mother's gonna turn 80, and
my mother's 85.
yeah,
My
she's
father's
gonna
90.
she's gonna turn 80 September, and I mean, God bless her. She's active. She gets up early in the morning, makes the coffee, and then she's out and doing her social activity. She's still able to walk around. It's very social.
Yeah, it's a little different here.
But at the same time though, I dread the day where I have to knock on that door. Sometimes I think I'm not sure if she's home or not. So it's
Well,
like
here's the thing.
you go knocking on the door, open the door, and when I see her bed is empty, I know she's out. I'm like, whoo! It's like it's a weird feeling. I don't know if you experienced that.
Well, the thing is, my mother doesn't get out like that, and she's also starting to experience. I'm their official caregiver, so she's starting to experience some obvious signs of dementia. Not bad or anything. It's not like I've seen my aunt do and stuff, but
Yeah,
she's
I'm
definitely showing
seeing a little
signs.
bit here too. Yeah.
She's 85, and she had hit her head recently, and about a year ago, and I think it started from there. But anyway, I was going to point out that at one time, a decade or so ago, I was working at Radio Shack, and this 95-year-old guy came in, and he kind of latched on to me. I guess he was lonely. You know how some old people get lonely. Shit, I'm getting lonely myself. He starts talking. I was doing my Radio Shack. I was busy doing something, and he was starting to talk to me, and I was actually became interested because I'm thinking this guy is going to be a century-year-old almost. The things that he saw, I mean, when he was born, radio hadn't been invented yet.
Mhm.
You know, and I was actually interested. This guy was
No, no,
talking
no, no,
to me.
no. Radio Shack hadn't been invented yet.
Yeah.
Well, that's
We had
true, too.
radio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. That's true too. But the history that this guy was telling me, and he seemed to have all his wits about him. But you know, it's kind of scary because I think when people are about to go at that age, they seem to get all their wits back before they go.
I see.
But it's interesting to think that during this time, for example, I'm going to be 56, and I can tell you that I was going to DeVry Tech, which I never finished because of some medical problems, but I won't get into that. The point is that that's when we had computers in the computer room at DeVry Tech that were 64K and 128K memory. You know,
Right.
like Commodore 64s were like
Right.
their cousins. You know, yes, you know. And here I am talking on Google Plus with a machine that cost about half that, and I'm enjoying the technology. You know, I find it amazing that I'm talking to people around the world.
Yeah.
And
Right, because even in your
I've got a minuscule
even
6
in
gigs of
your
memory here.
even in your now lifespan, because I'm not too far behind you, Pat. But we've seen so much technology change over just a couple of decades, right? We've seen so much growth in our own lifetime short span.
Oh,
Speaking of
definitely.
which, I happen to get into audiobooks, and I happen to revel in the antique stuff. I'm going to turn my monitor, and I'm going to take the chance and let you see my messy ass room. I listen to audiobooks at night to fall asleep to, and to do that, let me just highlight myself so I can see what I'm looking at to make sure I can see the right thing. There's my beer fridge. You see that antique radio sitting there? That's
How old is it?
that is a 1934. I think it's a Motorola. I forget. The chassis still in there. The speaker is in the closet because it's a powered speaker. But in any case, the tubes are gone, but the chassis and everything is still in there. There is a 1-watt amplifier. Came from Radio Shack before they got rid of all their do-it-yourself things. It must be a 1 inch by half an inch, size. Inside there that I made my own power supply for is a DVD player and a mixer, which I may also make the power supply for, and I play MP3s on it. I play audiobooks. And that little, actually,
Yeah.
this is a TV. It's a little TV that I see the MP3s on. This switch I wired into the power
Oh,
supply.
we lost Eric.
Mhm.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're
This-
good.
Yeah, but I don't want to sway too far off the subject here, Patrick.
But the point I'm trying to make here is that to be able to listen, and I've actually got the War of the Worlds broadcast on CD. That radio was one of the radios at the time that actually listened to that broadcast.
Oh,
So
wow.
in New Jersey, and I'm in New Jersey.
That's
by the
awesome.
way.
So, Patrick, you learned anything else? What this guy was? He said he was near 100 years old.
Yeah, it was
Was he
a-
sharing it? Was he sharing his?
He was sharing all this
experience?
history stuff, and like he was talking about how it was and things like this. And for some strange reason, I was actually interested. You know how like some young people they like, yeah, okay, old man, get the fuck away from me, kind of thing. I wasn't doing. I was being nice to him, and I was busy though. And some of the people at the bosses were like looking at me like, oh, what are you fucking talking to this guy? But I didn't give a fuck about them. I was listening to this guy, but I was like, he was like, where'd you go? And I'm like, here I am, because he couldn't see right,
Yeah.
And I was listening to him. He was talking about how things were in certain years, and he was talking about old radio. I don't remember half the shit he was talking about. It was 10 or 12 years ago that he did this.
A friend of mine was kind of recently just telling me.
I just didn't see
he
him
was-
after that, and I didn't I was
Patrick?
actually missing him.
All right, Patrick. How much you drinking today, Patrick?
Not enough.
Not enough. How much are you drinking?
I haven't
Oh,
remembered.
where's mine at? There we go.
All right. I just wanted to know. I'm trying to get a word in. That's all.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you. Here, let me move. I think the
I
point
lose my train of thought here is that I guess a friend of mine, when he's talking with his dad or someone else, someone much older than him, and You were just sharing with me how important it is to, it's tough with my mother to have any good conversation, to say the least. She's got, she's a couple of light bulbs shy of a chandelier, but I'm sure though, if I spent more time inquiring, and just learning about how ways things were for her when she grew up, how it's important to talk to people who are older, much older than us, and had those experiences and times before us, and get a perspective from them and perhaps get some insight,
Right.
it could be
Yeah, well, I think
valuable,
that was the point.
educational. Yeah.
That was the point. This guy seemed to all of a sudden have all his marbles, and he was telling me detailed history that I don't even remember. I don't think my mother and father can do that. And this guy was 95 years old. I think that was the point. The point is, it's like, to hear this coming from a person that was that old was just odd, because I don't think my own father can do that.
Patrick, as an atheist now, for the atheists, this is the end. When it's over, it's over. And do you see in the grand scheme of things? I mean, any of us can just, like, you try to imagine yourself way above planet Earth, looking down, having a quote unquote God's eye view, say, and you're just this little speck, on a big blue marble, like Carl Sagan said, right? In this vastness. And you ever think, like, what anyone here think that, why we think so highly of ourselves sometimes in relation to the whole of the universe? It's meaningless, it seems, in some ways.
Well,
I'm not sure what you're asking me, but
yeah, I don't know what I'm asking.
I've come up with this recent idea that we've gotten to the point where we are obviously the most intelligent animal on this planet, but that doesn't necessarily mean we're, like, super intelligent. The thing is that we seem to have reached a point where we realize that we made a lot of mistakes, and now we're trying to learn how to fix those mistakes. So when we pass that point and start fixing everything that we fucked up, that's when I think we can call ourselves actually intelligent.
But even the case, you're still just a speck.
Pale blue dot.
Okay, here's a way to look at it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how big the universe is. That doesn't make something being nothing.
Yeah, I think a lot of the self wonder about ourselves and the fantasticism is in our own brains. It's our own brain becoming intelligent. It's like a baby learning things. It's like everything is fascinating. The baby pops out of the mother's womb and like, wow, what's all this? It's like that. It's becoming intelligent can be dangerous. And sometimes you're not as intelligent as you think you are.
like you're setting yourself up for a disaster towards the end, where you realize there might not be nothing there to hold on to after all these years of experience. It's kind of scary.
I mean, in the end, it doesn't really matter. I'm not exactly the happiest person on the planet. So if an asteroid came, I would love for an asteroid to come and destroy, kill me right now. But I wouldn't want that to happen to everybody.
Why aren't you happy?
Maybe I get lucky. Like that woman back in 1980 something or 1990. I forget what year it was. A meteorite slammed into her car. Maybe I'll get lucky enough to slam one into my face or something.
Oh man. I can't see the other way.
Else on the planet alone.
Yeah, I can't see the other way where
If I may inquire, why are you not happy?
Oh, I shouldn't have said that, especially on webcam. I talk too much.
Like, I don't know about, like, a meteor coming down and hitting just me, but if, like, the world was going to end because of some giant asteroid, I would want to be where it hit, because I think that would look awesome.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah,
Yeah,
if it's going to go out, everybody has to go out too,
Yeah, if it's going to happen, naturally it's going to happen. So take it,
Like,
fuck
the
it.
biggest
I'm
fireworks
glad
you
that
could
it
ever
happened,
see.
because I don't want to be here forever.
I wouldn't want to be on the other side of the earth and possibly surviving that.
I don't know if I want to be on the Earth that does survive that.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be on the Earth forever. No, no way.
Yeah, screw. I mean, if I survive, I survive. But screw that. I don't.
Right.
I don't necessarily want to.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the havoc, what's the word I'm looking for? The chaos that would exist
Chaos of it.
when
Yeah.
half the planet is wiped out because of an asteroid. I don't want to live in that world.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Up
scary.
comes
Post-apocalyptic
down.
kind of world. Mad Max, I don't want to live that world.
Up becomes down. Cats and dogs get along. Just weird shit.
Cats and dogs already get along.
No, they don't. No, they
I'm just saying, the kind of post-apocalyptic world that something like that would bring, if more than half the world's population were wiped out, and it's not just the population, it's the infrastructure.
The whole ecosystem will change.
Yeah, well, the whole infrastructure of our way of life is going to change. Everything would be
We
changed.
probably wouldn't
I don't
last
know
much
how to live
longer. If an asteroid came and took, like, say, even a quarter of the planet away, I don't think we would last much.
Yeah,
long
that's the
anyway.
point.
Yeah, it's tough.
Well,
It's not just the people. It's not just the animals and the people that die. It's the infrastructure. It's the
Wow.
the whole system of how we live. The whole
I guess it
the
depends.
monetary
It
system.
depends which. Okay, what country can we do without if an asteroid hit?
I'm afraid, this is live, and if I say anything live on camera, I'm afraid that I'm going to hear shit from it. So I'm going to.
Go with the Arctic Circle. Play it safe.
Right, yeah.
No, but there's definitely some people that I'd rather see not here. But that's something to say live on camera. Hi. Yeah, Pat Festa said that. Yeah, I mean the whole political structure would change. Everything. It's the Mad Max, the post-apocalyptic, the what do they call those?
It's the end of it, pretty much. It's holding on to what you can to stay along.
The word is on the edge of my tongue.
Yeah.
The story 1984 is a
Orwell?
it's a starts with a D kind of story. It's a
Now you got me with it.
Why can't it? It must be the drinking. I'm gonna have to take some B12.
Are you talking about, wait, are you talking about dystopia?
Yes, thank
Oh,
you. That's
there
the
you
word,
go.
dystopia. It's dystopian
Okay.
ideas, the science fiction of the dystopian ideas that we are actually already living in, so to speak. The apocalyptic idea that an asteroid would create havoc around the planet, political, dystopian, and apocalyptic, because there will be survivors kind of thing. I wouldn't want to live in that kind of world.
Yeah. It'd be very tribalistic, We're going back in time.
Yeah, I mean,
The survival of the fittest. Oh, I got some of that.
Well, I don't know.
Brighten up
Like,
the day.
Past a certain point, we used to be more egalitarian. So actually, if you could survive, you might actually be happier.
Depends on what position you hold, though, where you're at. DHA, what's that? What is DHA?
I don't know if you can read it.
Yeah, I see it. Algal 900 DHA 300 milligrams. Clinically. Oh, is it like a fish oil type, but not?
Well, that's just
having-
it. This one is not from fish oil. This is from algae.
Right. Okay, so it's like a different type of fish oil, but still serves the same process that fish oil would. right?
DHA is supposed to be clinically shown for memory improvement, that sort of thing.
Oh, cool.
I know that when I take it, I sometimes seem to wake up remembering my dreams. Not that that's a good thing.
No, it is. It actually is, I think.
So
You
There
take
it
that
is.
you take that every day.
no, well, when I remember. In fact, we were talking about it, so
Sorry.
I remember. I'm going to take both of them right now. I'm going to drink it
It's
down.
the red. It looks like the red pill.
Yeah, I've taken the red pill and the pink pill. That's the BHA.
Whoa, that's huge, man.
I just
And
prefer
that's
to eat
B12.
fish.
I use fish oil for now. Yeah, but
Well, this is supposed to be better than the fish oil. This
Yeah, I
is
heard
supposed-
about that. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna look into it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. You know,
It's not. It's both omega-3.
I'm not
really?
sure. There was a whole like 2 years ago, CBS had a whole display on it, and they had a little video going, and they were telling you the difference, and they were talking about this DHA omega-3 being able to fight against the plaque on the brain that causes Alzheimer's. Supposedly, it was shown to help. You know, they weren't making any outlandish claims. They were just saying that.
I mean, aside from the fact that there's such a thing as brain plaque.
Maybe I'm
Brain
saying
plaque.
it wrong, but if you saw the video, me being a wannabe scientist, I'm saying that they weren't making any outlandish claims. At the same time, I was questioning it. So, I spent the money on it and I tried it, and
Are you
I
going to
was
start?
experimenting on myself, and I thought it worked. I thought it helped.
Pat, do you have a DHA infusion clinic going on?
Well, when they're
Oh.
buy one get one free, that's what I
Vitamin C going.
because that's what they were. Buy one get one free. So here we go.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
I was experiencing some bad headaches last month, and doctor recommended
There's the one that I got for free. I didn't open it yet.
magnesium sulfate, and then I did some search, and B2, supposed to help as well, and so getting
Well,
my
B12
extra dose of magnesium lately, and yeah, thank.
Also, magnesium and the B vitamins will get you rock hard.
Yeah. B12 is supposed to be for a healthy nervous system, and
I take that.
I'm a fucking nervous wreck, and I used to try to solder, and I can't solder anymore with a steady hand.
I didn't notice
I was
getting
working
rock
in a
hard
place-
there.
I was working in a place where if I had a steady hand, I'd be soldering, but these guys with these rock steady hands were doing the soldering. I can't do that anymore. I can't solder something tiny anymore. My
Yeah.
hand shakes.
I
I
understand
don't
that.
have a healthy nervous system.
I used to do that. I mean, I was into RC car racing and custom servos and all that, and soldering my own setup, so it looks nice and neat. And as I got older, it's very difficult to keep a steady hand and try to
Yeah,
get that.
I
stuff.
actually shake.
Yeah, same here. Same here. Yeah. It's
Brother, was I too loud?
A little bit.
Sorry. Actually, it's getting late. I should talk softer anyway.
Yeah, Brother John, most natural male enhancements that they put on television is mostly magnesium, potassium, the array of vitamin Bs, and usually some type of dilator.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not one of those people that swear by these things. I just, these are especially the B12s, the Bs. They're old-fashioned, so they've been, long-term proven to help. In fact, MS patients are so often prescribed B12 as part of the nervous system enhancement. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, B12 is something that you can take, and you'll notice a difference. On certain days, you will notice a difference.
I play chess. I take B12. I try the DHA when I get it, when I can get it, because it's expensive. It was like $13 or $14, and I'd buy one get one free. Okay, when I have a few dollars in my pocket.
But are you taking your B vitamins with a high protein food source?
I eat regularly, like I normally do, and I do eat my veggies. In fact, I get pissed off sometimes when my family doesn't buy or doesn't eat the spinach, and I stop buying it because they don't eat it, and I start getting cravings for spinach, and I go out and buy it right away.
I'm the same way with broccoli or asparagus.
Broccoli, I try to always eat broccoli. I always,
Yeah.
I eat eggs in the morning when I can. you know, when I try. I'm not like a stickler for a diet, but I do
Right.
believe in eating properly.
Mhm. I agree
Yeah,
with that. Yeah.
You need a full, complete protein in order to absorb vitamin B.
Yeah, I mean,
And
we're not
if
vegetarians.
it,
Trust me, we're not. But we may not get enough beef. I eat too
well,
much
it's
pork.
I'm not saying you have to eat meat, but like even if you eat vegetables, let's say you want a complete protein that your body will use. A really common one is a grain and a bean. So like rice and beans, or like beans and toast. Like if you
Also,
don't actually have the whole protein that the human body uses, you can't actually absorb vitamin B.
that's interesting. It's funny. I do like rice. I'm also a believer that when you crave something, your body's telling you that you should have this.
Right. Right.
I often crave when I'm hungover. I crave raw string beans. You know, the kind that you buy in the supermarket that are in the bin.
Mhm.
I sit there and eat them.
Really?
Yeah,
Those actual string beans, the
it
whole
actually
log.
helps.
Yeah.
So
I'm
Pat,
not
you
saying
wake
it
up,
cures your hangover, but it
you
does.
wake from your hangover, you go over to the supermarket and just
If I
hang
can
out
get
at
in
the
the car and
produce
go over
department
there.
and start picking out the beans, huh?
Yeah.
I go straight for the V8. I just grab the
Oh
V8.
no, that stuff is
and-
disgusting.
Oh, I love it. I love V8.
It's like all salt. I never heard of a
Oh.
drink that has like fucking I forget how many thousand
There
milligrams
is.
of
You're
fucking
right. You're
salt.
right. Yeah, there's a lot of salt in there.
They
It's
have a salt
disgusting.
version. I mean, you can get V8
Yes.
without salt.
Yeah. Yeah. I
You
think
just buy the fucking tomatoes, man.
Well, it's not just tomatoes.
I eat tomatoes like I'll eat an onion sometimes. Sometimes I crave onions. I'll take fucking onions and start cutting them up and eat.
Oh, I've done juicing before. You put all kinds of, especially garlic.
Garlic too.
Yeah.
It's a little more difficult to bite into a piece of garlic. But if you're ever sick, let me tell you something.
Hey, Cerberus, do you juice, sir? Do you juice?
I do, but I take the appropriate steps to actually make sure my body can absorb the extra nutrients it has available. Most people that juice aren't actually, their body isn't taking advantage of what they're doing.
Right.
I don't like the juices. If I crave something, I'm gonna eat it. There's also something about cooking vegetables, but I'll get into that in a second. If you're ever sick, if you're ever getting a cold or flu, if you think you're getting the flu, it's a known fact that the sulfur content vegetables like onions, garlic, it's stuff like that. These things are natural antibiotics. And they do help. I mean, I'm not saying that. I know that antibiotics don't do anything for viruses, but the thing is that I haven't actually got a flu shot in a long time, and I also eat a lot of garlic and stuff. I haven't gotten real sick. Of course I get a cold, and I even got the flu for a couple of days, but it disappears within. So I haven't gotten really deathly sick in a long time. And that's why I'm a believer in if your body craves something, naturally, I would be saying that if I really get that sick, I'm gonna go to the doctor and I'm gonna say, fucked up, help me out here. But as long as I can, sense how bad I am and know when I need to go to the doctor, that's what I'm getting at here. But if you're ever really sick and you then get a chance to go to the doctor, or if you think you need to go, but you before you get the appointment to go, you need to eat something, make yourself a homemade chicken soup of some kind, but throw some garlic, fresh garlic, and chop it up or something, and onions, just throw it in there. Just doesn't matter if it tastes like funny, just throw it in there, and eat it. And then when you go to see the doctor, don't be surprised if you're already feeling better before you get there.
Yeah. Oh, I love garlic and onion. Chicken broth, garlic and onion. It's a pretty good deal.
I rarely get sick, but when I do, it sounds like.
Yeah, I mean.
But I'm a big
I'm not promoting this as a cure or anything. I'm just saying that it does help.
Oh yeah. I'll testify to that. It surely does.
I'm a big proponent of natural herbs, and a very powerful herb is golden seal.
Oh, I'm sorry. My golden herb is little.
No, golden seal, and I'll take like golden seal, echinacea.
I don't even know what that is. What is that?
Well, echinacea will build up your immune system. Golden seal, it's got a variety of great uses for.
Yeah, but where do you get that? What is that? How
You
is
get
it?
it in the supermarket in a capsule.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Gold, they sell them now. Golden seal, echinacea mostly. But if you can get
Yeah,
the most powerful thing is the golden seal root. And,
yeah. They got that in like Whole Foods markets or I can't remember the name of it, but there's a grocery store that specializes in organic foods and
grocery
vitamins.
store, health food store will have it for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like
I
Whole
mean,
Foods or.
you may laugh, but the old-fashioned parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. If
San
you
Miguel
go,
Russell?
if you go, if you go to get cough medicine, over-the-counter cough medicine, do you know what the expectorant is? It's thyme.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
the thyme or
I never take gold. I never take those syrups or those
I'm just saying. I'm just saying these things are over-the-counter remedies.
Uh-huh.
You know, not that they are always, you know, work that great. You know, but the point is that this is ancient. You know,
ancient
Like
medicine.
time-tested, approved type deal. Like it's
Yeah,
been,
I mean, you know,
yeah.
it's not drugs, but these things do actually help. Now, there are times where you need something much more effective because it's just not working. But the point is that if people eat right in the first place, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm an idiot. I smoke, you know. I'm not perfect either, you know. But
Same
you
here.
know, I eat me spinach, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I eat pork a lot, which a lot of people think is bad, but unfortunately it's cheaper than steaks. But
Yeah.
I eat you know, I eat vegetables and meat and I do all that stuff. The greens, the tomatoes, especially tomatoes because they're supposed to have lutein, which I have eye issues.
Oh, same here.
Each of my eyes have been cut open 3 times. I have lens implants.
I had actual injections for a molecular eye degeneration and for laser treatments on them. So I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, I was born with cataracts. And
Oh, I'm diabetic.
Yeah. So I mean, anyway, the point I'm trying to make here is that so anything that helps, you know.
Right.
I'm not advocating. Oh, this, you know, these conspiracy theorists. They think that like, oh yeah, that helps. Therefore, it's a cure. No, this is not cure. This is just eating right. This is just using the stuff that's on this planet that does actually help. This is not cures. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a step above.
Yeah, it's thinking straight. You know.
Exactly.
I'm not saying don't use it. I'm saying use it, but you know. If it doesn't seem to help, you need to go to the doctor.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, exactly, dude. Yeah. I had several surgeries and stuff, and I've experimented with, you know, certain vitamins and different food types, and they do help. They really do.
Yeah, but I mean, if you can get the same vitamins in actual foods, it's always much better. But sometimes I think that maybe my body doesn't process the B12 as well as it should. So not only do I eat spinach and broccoli and stuff like that might actually have B12 in it, and eggs, by the way, I believe have B12 in it. I also take the supplement B12 because I think there's something lacking. The fact that I crave eggs, the fact that I crave spinach, the fact that I crave these things tells me that, you know, my body doesn't seem to process B12 properly.
Yeah.
So I overdose it so that it tries to, you know. Anyway.
You have to listen to what your body wants. Your body knows what it wants and what it needs, and you have to kind of.
And it's not the same, you know. Don't get me wrong. It's not the same as craving a cigarette.
Right. Exactly. Right. Yeah. It's more of a better feeling internally than.
Yeah, I know for a fact that when I wake up with a hangover, I crave string beans. So I go and get them, and it helps. I'm not saying
tomorrow morning you're going to be craving string beans tomorrow now.
Well, no, I'm not drinking that much. You see, I'm sick.
Yeah.
And I also, by the way, wait. Also,
you're getting suited.
No, look. This is soda.
I am.
This is wine. This is soda.
Yeah.
This is wine. So now
Oh.
I'm thirsty right now, so I'm not going to guzzle the wine because I'm thirsty, so I'm going to guzzle the soda.
So you're better than me because this is wine, and this is
And this is
wine.
wine.
And this is wine.
Stop whining.
I like that. That was a good one. Let me
now,
use that.
I need a cigarette and a piss.
I am going to use that one.
Okay, I'm gonna turn my this is my new signal that I'm going to smoke a cigarette. I'm gonna just turn
Alright.
my webcam.
Cool.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw up my webcam and smoke a cigarette and take a piss. I'll be back.
All right, dude. Catch you later.
He's getting zooted.
Yeah. But Patrick is actually pretty cool. He's seems like a really cool dude.
All I gotta say is if your wine isn't made with honey, it's a wine for a girly man.
I have no idea. I might be one of them girly men. I have no idea. I just get the cheap shit 'cause that's all I could afford.
You can get cheap honey wine.
I look into that. Yeah.
If you've ever had honey wine.
It's called mead. I'm sure you've heard of mead.
Oh yes. Yeah. It's pretty good stuff. It's all right. It's a little bitter, but good.
It's a little bitter. You got the wrong mead.
You don't get that that deep, almost like a like a like a pothole effect when you drink mead.
I mean,
Yeah.
mead's made with honey.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's sweet. It's a sweet wine. Now, there's lots of wines that will say they're mead, and then
Mm-hmm.
they'll say it's a blend, where they've like mixed honey with like grapes, and that tastes weird. I don't like
It was
that.
a blend that I tried, so maybe that's what it is. Yeah, I have to look into that. I'll try it out. Definitely.
It's what the Vikings drink. It says.
And we know the Vikings were some pretty badass mofos.
That's why I said all other wine are for girly men.
Gotcha. Oh man, that sucks. I won't be pumped up. I'm thinking of Hans and Franz when you say girly man, you know, the Saturday Night Live skit. You know what I'm talking about? The Hans and Franz will pump you up. That old scene.
Okay.
Yeah.
We want to pump you up.
Yeah. You're nothing
Hey,
but
aren't
a
those
girly
guys
man.
doing? They're doing some commercial. I see.
They are. Yeah, they came back. They're doing it for
Safe Auto. Is it auto insurance? Oh no, no.
dude, I can't remember, but yeah, it's Kevin Nealon and Dana Carvey. Yeah, they do commercials for something, and man, I really can't remember what it is, but yeah. And that was a great skit from back in the days. You know, I always been an SNL guy. I was born in '75, so I've been watching it since I was born, pretty much.
There's lots of great SNL skits, but I think my favorite one is Nick Cottrell. Have you ever seen the Nick Cottrell one?
Oh, which one is it? Remind me.
That's the one with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And Nick Cottrell is essentially the joke is you hire Nick Cottrell and Dwayne is Nick Cottrell. So he comes in your house and lives with you. So every time you light a cigarette, he just kicks your ass.
Oh, nice. That's the same episode where he was Monkey Boy's like relative or something, right? Remember Monkey Boy? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same guy that does Night at the Roxbury.
Yes. That's the same episode, right? Where he's kind of like his.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, I remember that. Okay, cool. Yeah, I have to look here for the details, but I do remember what you're talking about. It's pretty cool.
I always liked that concept.
Hmm.
I used to tell my mother if you ever want to quit smoking, we could always try baseball bat therapy.
Oh man, have you ever seen Cat's Eye? It's a horrible movie from the 80s that has a multi-story where I believe Quentin Tarantino got his multi-time type story from, and it's a guy that has to quit smoking. You have to watch it. It's called Cat's Eye. I think it's a Stephen King movie, but it's pretty awesome. But it kind of sounds like that a little bit. Like, what's good for you is good for you, even though it can harm you. And
See, whenever I hear Stephen King, I
I don't know if it is or not. It's James Woods is it? It's called Cat's Eye. And it also has Drew Barrymore, when she was about like 7 or 8 years old. Yeah.
see.
I think.
I like Stephen King, but this is a Family Guy joke that I completely agree with. Have you ever seen Family Guy?
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Have you ever seen the little flashback where it's like Stephen King's in like the room with his editor, and they were asking him about his next book, and he was just like, it's about, and he looks around the room and lamp, and he picks up the lamp, and he's just like making up bullshit.
Oh, he's just going off whatever.
Yeah, I totally
I
agree.
think I
That's what
remember
Stephen
that.
King does now. He's giving up.
Right? Yeah. It's enough. He's done with his. Yeah, it's pretty much what he just make money off of now.
I think it was actually Stephen King that did this. I remember back in like '03 or '04, Stephen King wrote a book and released it under a different name, and it didn't sell for shit.
Oh, I don't know about that. I have no idea. What's it called? Remember?
I don't remember. It might not have even been him. It might have been Dean Koontz. I might be thinking of Dean Koontz.
I'll have to look that up. Yeah. Because I know a lot of people went under different aliases for different types of reasons to see where they could end up, and, you know, some work and some don't. Like,
But we are way off subject.
what were we originally?
Yeah, way off. Yeah. No set plan. I guess it's all right. It's all good.
Oh, cool.
Unless you want to take us back, sir.
Oh, I mean, all I got is criticism. Like, I don't think we want to go there. Trying to think. I
thought our beloved Saint Tommy would be around tonight.
He was earlier, but
He's had
he
his
said he
shorter
was
words.
tired. Yeah, he said he was tired and he had something to do. He left a couple hours ago. But he was just as insightful and charismatic as he could ever be, and that was a couple hours ago, so he's still around. It's cool. I was a little worried because I haven't seen him in a while, so to hear from him again tonight was pretty awesome.
It's nice to hear kind words as I'm walking out. Thank you for that. So I'm a pretty cool guy, huh?
Yeah, there's a lot of cool dudes on here. It's hard to find cool guys that are like real. You know what I mean? Like you have a conversation with and have a good time with. You're one of them. You're a cool dude, man. Appreciate talk to you.
Thank you. Yeah, this is like I think I labeled the invites. No, I don't know who came, but I labeled the invites the pub.
Oh, cool. That sounds good. That's about right. I like that.
Yeah, you guys did encourage me, and I went to the fridge and got me a cold Heineken.
Awesome.
I'm sipping. You know, I'm trying not to guzzle.
But
John, damn it.
Sir, get your meat, sir.
You with your green bottled beer. What the fuck? Stop that.
Sorry, I like my Heineken.
Yeah, I mean, I joined this hangout after I did that invite with the pub thing, but but this
He's
one,
not
I
drinking,
carried it over to this side,
At least I'm not drinking piss water Budweiser.
I only just stopped drinking beer, just like it was like a month ago, not even.
I stopped also. It kind of messed my stomach up a little bit. Maybe I've just
I was getting carried away.
Oh.
I buy a 12-pack, and instead of saving a 6-pack for the next night, I end up drinking all 12, and it was fucking me up.
Oh wow, mine was different. Mine would upset my stomach a little bit, so I switched over to wines, which is a little easier on me.
I find myself getting carried away on the wine sometimes too now, but I'm not getting crazy. In other words, if I'm thirsty, the problem with the beer is that when I was doing that,
you're gonna pop
exactly what I told you before. I was thirsty, so I'd guzzle the beer, and that's just it's just insane. Yeah. So now I'm drinking a soda behind it. If I get thirsty if I have the crave to guzzle something, I guzzle the soda.
Ah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hey, Bally Boy, where's my wine?
Hey, what's the matter for you? Can't
Where's
you do
my wine?
Can't you do a better accent than
I want
that?
a glass of wine right now. Where is it?
You're giving the
It's
Italian
right
accent a bad
here.
name.
You gotta come and get it.
You're giving the
making all
Italian
my
accent a
wine.
bad name. You're messing up the Italian accent. Come on. Hey, Paisano. This is Paisano wine, by the way.
It's on wine. Eh?
Let's see, where's this from? This is from Chile. Oh man, that's why they call it $5.99.
Listen. It sounds cheap, but let me tell you, the Colorossis, the Paisano wines are the ones that are on sale. The Paisano, the Burgundy, and everything. The Cabernet my father drinks is not on sale, but it's Colorossi. So get the Paisano or the Burgundy.
Paisano? What do you recommend?
It's literally $14
Uh-huh.
for a gallon of wine. It's 4 liters of wine.
Oh wow!
$14.
And that's the Paisano.
And I filled my father's bottle up, and then I filled mine up. In other words, I share it with my father because I was drinking his wine. So
Well, yeah, you should, because you're always stealing his wine.
yeah, you know I do that, right?
Yes, I know.
So it goes
I
both
bet
ways.
you
It goes
should
both
about
ways.
it
Just,
all the
just to let
time.
you know, it goes both ways. When I have the money, which I really don't, but you know.
Because you spent it on a webcam.
Well, no, I spent it on my glasses, a brand new pair of sneakers, some clothes. When the welfare finally gave me the fucking money that they were supposed to give me like 6 months ago.
How's your vision? I mean, like your glasses so far.
These glasses actually, I'm seeing better now than I have in a long time. That doesn't mean, I have a lot of floaters. Like I said, my eyes have been cut open 3 times each.
Same here, dude.
Ouch.
My eyes are like 90 years old. It's like I've even had in my left eye when I was working. By the way, my retina hemorrhaged. It didn't detach, but it hemorrhaged.
Oh, I had that, and it's horrible.
Yeah, you go blind.
You get that ring around the side, right?
No, it went foggy in all the spots.
Turns totally black
I couldn't
with
see out of
lines
it.
and swigglers. Yeah.
You guys
But I
scaring
do
the
have
shit
a lot
out
of
of me, man.
floaters.
Dude,
My
this
right
is
eye.
horrible. Horrible.
Excuse me 1 second.
Take our eyes for granted, right?
Oh man.
My right eye, it doesn't dilate.
Uh-huh.
I actually have eye drops in the refrigerator from a couple years ago that the eye doctor gave me. She wanted me to make my eye dilate. She gave me these eye drops to dilate my eyes for 2 days straight.
Oh.
But there's a fragment, there's like membranes hanging sort of in the field of view.
Mm-hmm.
So but when I got the lens implants, that was in 93, whatever. I have a new telescope now. As you can see, this is the tripod for it.
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
Yeah. And I realized that looking through this telescope with like I used to, I couldn't see as well.
Right.
There was some differences. Before, when I was wearing the Coke bottles for glasses, because I had no lens in my eyes, it was cool because I was able to take my glasses off and the telescope wore my glasses. In other words, I didn't need glasses to look through the telescope. But to show somebody else the planet Saturn,
Yeah, they're
focus it. I'd have to focus it with my glasses on for them
right.
because my focus was completely different. But now it's the other way around. It's like now I focus it like for everybody else, it's the same.
Oh, cool.
But I don't see as clearly. Like I was looking at Jupiter.
Uh-huh.
This telescope is brighter than the one that I used to have years ago, and it's almost too bright. Looking at planet Jupiter is really bright. So there's differences, but that's why I do a lot of projecting in the sun, because when you project it, it's like everybody else sees it. Did you see any of my projections? I just took some the 15th or
No, I haven't. No.
Okay.
I think I'm following you, but I've been out of it so long here and there.
All right. I just took these May 14th. Now most of these are redone. That is, I darkened the picture. I used the regular Windows Paint program, or whatever.
Oh yes, I did see one of those. Yeah.
Let me share this.
Yeah.
These are adjusted pictures. These aren't the way they actually look, but they're darkened and clarified. So this is May. What did I say? May 14th. I forgot.
Yeah, 14th.
This is the solar activity on May 14th. So some of them are going to be a different color because I was playing around with the different settings.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you can see the solar activity here. So
Yeah,
I projected this. I'll just go through them real quick. I was supposed to make a video today. Today was Sunday. I was supposed to do a Science Sunday, but I didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to use these as the thing. But there's a lot of solar activity. Look at this long one here.
I see that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
That'd be cool to do something on.
Yeah, this is.
I see all spots there.
Yeah, this is projected, taken with a 2-megapixel tablet camera.
What type of filter system are they using?
There's no filters whatsoever.
Oh, really?
There it is.
Wow.
That's the actual
Oh, cool.
raw. That's a raw image right there.
Uh-huh. That's neat.
And that is a large image. You know how big that piece of poster board is? That's 22 by 28 inches.
Uh-huh.
So that solar image is actually about 18, 20 inches.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's like, let's have a barbecue and do a theater of the sun.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, this is the way I did this.
I wish I was in your area. I'd join you. That'd be awesome to check out.
Yeah. I just got that black tablecloth. It's a dollar store. You buy it for $1. It's a piece of plastic. The thing is, it's a white table, and the last time I did this, which was May 3rd, I think, I used the white table instead of putting it on the ground to raise it up, and the white table reflected too much light.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, this is the images. See, this is the thing. Looking like this, you really don't see the sunspot.
Yeah.
Believe me.
Don't get it. Yeah.
Believe me, I saw them when I was doing this.
Cool.
So it's hard to see, taking these pictures. It's hard, but this is fixed.
Yeah. That'd be awesome, man.
You could actually see that the bottom of my tablet, the top of my tablet.
I see that.
Yeah. I was actually pointing the thing at the screen. Yeah. So I mean, this is what I was going to do the Science Sunday on, but I didn't do it. I'm getting lazy.
You ever heard of these people who do sun gazing?
Yeah, that's fucking stupid.
Sun gazing?
Yeah,
Well, they'll look at the first half hour of sunrise or the half hour of sunset, and their claim is that they gaze in the sun at those times, and it's supposed to be less dangerous, to your eyes. But it's supposed to be actually they're claiming to improve their eyesight.
Yeah, it's
by
bullshit.
sun gazing.
It's hard not to.
Wow,
I'll tell you the truth. It's hard not to look at the sun at sunset when it's a big orange bowl in the sky. It's so beautiful. It's hard not to look at it. But
Well, they're actually staring at it.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
for,
Okay,
20
But I want to
minutes.
tell you right now, it is do not look at the sun.
Yeah, just for the record, I have no problem not staring straight into the sun.
Yeah.
Right.
But anyway, look at this detail I got here. Now, mind you, this is a projected image, and my 2-megapixel camera. I sharpened the picture up and everything, all that stuff. But look at the detail in these spots that I got here. That's not bad.
Not at all. No.
You know what I mean? This is projected. Now imagine if there was a solar eclipse. We can sit there and watch this in theater mode.
Oh wow, yeah.
That's my hair.
Are you subscribed, Pat? I was subscribed to him for a while, but I just, He reports the solar activity every day.
Yeah, you know
on
what?
YouTube. I forgot his name. Something Observer or something like that.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? I haven't actually. What I wanted to do is I wanted to take some of his. There's actually a solar site that does the ham radio thing. And last year when I did a solar projection video on my YouTube, I compared their photos to mine to show the areas that they label. Like they label these by number.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't got a chance to do that yet, but I really should, very soon, so that I can get these labeled and show you the difference. My images seem to be slightly rotated compared to the ones that you see on that particular website, for whatever reason. But in any case, yeah, there's some major detail here, and like, Anyway, there you have it. There it is.
Cool.
I'm gonna scroll through them real quick. There it is.
Oh, actually, that's pretty awesome, man. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I like it.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's like what's going on now and what we're
Daytime
experiencing.
astronomy.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, because I don't get out much at night anymore. I mean, Saturn is up now, and I should be looking at Saturn, but the clouds right after I did that, the clouds started coming, so I haven't had a chance.
Yeah, give us some images of Saturn, man.
Well, what I want to try to do is I want to try to put this
That'd be cool.
I want to try to put this tablet camera either front or back against the
directly to the
right around top of the eyepiece. I don't have
Yeah.
an adapter though. I don't have the mount, so I might be able to hold it by hand. I don't know. I'm gonna try it, but
I heard that a Nikon makes a camera that's about $100, but it's something that you can pretty much fix to your focusing lenses. So
well,
you can take a nice
I get
picture.
my telescope is Orion, and they actually have a webcam to replace an eyepiece. So instead of putting the eyepiece in, you put this camera in the thing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and I don't have a laptop, but I'm just saying,
Yeah. That'd be cool.
And they have a couple of them. One of them is cheap and one of them is expensive.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, but even to just hold the damn thing. Let me demonstrate here. Even just to hold the damn thing over the eyepiece and try to hit that button without
shaking or trying to yep.
But what was I saying? But yeah, I mean, when you think about it, when you're looking at the sun, mind you, if you look at my YouTube videos, I stress that you do not look at the sun, no matter what. And I also show somebody else burning a piece of paper with the telescope to show you that if you put your eye too close to that, it's going to burn.
Very powerful.
The reason why the paper doesn't burn from the large image is because it's diffused and it's far away. But as you get closer, it gets concentrated. Yeah.
Yeah, you focus that on there, it'll ignite.
Yeah. I mean, you can light your cigarette off the end. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
But scientifically speaking, when you're looking at the sun, you're looking at a star.
Right.
I mean, it's a G2-5 yellow dwarf star. It is our star. So, I mean, they're not exactly all the same, but it's really, scientifically speaking, it's really interesting to think that you can project this thing and watch this thing. It is a fucking star.
Yeah.
It's a fucking star.
It's a fucking star.
And with that, I'm going off air, and we'll just take this scientific stuff from
It's 93 million-ish miles away.
93 million miles away. We got one viewer out there. Hey, viewer, come on in. Links in the
viewer, get in here.
Thank God, the natural light's going away. We're